Hello everybody and welcome to another video. We're taking a look at my Pathfinder that I'm playing, which is a Glacial Hammer Pathfinder. The Pathfinder does provide a lot of quality of life, and we do get to utilize the Uber Jewels, which is the Fury of Nature, which spreads the chills and freezes that we inflict. You know, the shocks and everything ignites 2 enemies up to a radius of 20, and it has a 100% increase effect of those ailments. Now we combine that with using Glacial Hammer, and pretty much every enemy is frozen and shattered. We're using Hatred and Herald of Ice. The clear on this build is actually really good, and we do stack strike range on this build as well. And with the new change, with melee skills, strike skills deal splash damage, we do have excellent clear on a melee build. And I would say that we're kind of in the middle ground because we have a lot of strike range that we stack, and this gives us a lot of range. 6 there, 6 there, and 6 there. And then we have our gloves, which gives us additional 4. We also stack frenzy charges, which gives us additional damage per frenzy charge, and additional attack speed, evasion, movement speed, you name it. This build is really fast, really tanky, and really fun, and it's great for pretty much all content as you build it. You can do bossing, you can do sanctums very easily with this build because everything is frozen and it's very high damage. And when you go into sanctums, you can even add you can take your determination off and add, you know, additional damage, maybe another aura that can give you some damage. We do use this weapon, the Varunastra Volblade, and this counts as all one-hit melee weapon types. So with this, we can use clusters that give axe and sword, and that's double dipped damage. I am using a strangle grasp, and I do grab a lot of nodes. Like I can grab dagger nodes, I got claw nodes, dagger, claws, and this all works with the Varunastra. And of course, I also have a Mason Scepter node. You can pretty much get anything that's axe, mace, dagger, claw, and actually have that work with the Varunastra. So this actually opens up a lot of fun things for this build, and it also allows us to use a sword with Glacial Hammer, because Glacial Hammer is a mace, scepter, and staff jewel, but we can use it because of the sword's ability. So we do stack a lot of flask effect. We got duration 14% here. We get our nodes. When I level up, I'm going to grab that last node. We do get all the nodes here for flask effect, 10%. And we do have Alchemist Genius somewhere here, yep. So yeah, we stack a lot of flask effect. And yeah, the build is actually really good. We have about 22k defense, not much evasion, got all our reses max. We can work on our chaos resistance. That'll be like the next thing that we work towards. Let's go ahead and get in this map so you guys can kind of see how the build actually works. So let's take a look. You can see that the strike range is pretty nice, and the damage is really good. And you can actually freeze mobs with your frost link. See? And then you can just clear out entire packs of enemies. Oh, got hit by a spell there. You can see we have a huge range and everything's frozen. And this is the Fury of Nature doing its work. You can even use Frostblink, use everything else. Alright. Pretty amazing, huh? our movement speed. We have really good movement speed. And when I'm mapping, I do use the head support because that gives us additional strike range, and we can also steal modifiers from enemies, kind of like a headhunter, but we can only have one modifier at a time. You have taken a modifier from a red monster, so you can only have one at a time, but better than nothing. And it's great for mapping. Usually when I do a boss, I'll switch to multi-strike, or if I'm in Sanctum, it's better to use multi-strike. Got a decent amount of life leech as well. Pretty much everything dies in just about one hit. Pretty much shatter all the mobs. Let's see if my boss can see additional stuff. And essentially, yeah, you just zoom right through the maps. And the cool thing about this is that your movement skill is all as well. Because you're zooming through packs. Crossbow actually gives you some additional damage. See how far we can get? Everything's shielded.